Hey guys, Bad Infos here, and these are the 10 best cutscenes in GTA IV, the Ballad of Gay Tony. It goes without saying, but I'll mention it anyway. This is all my opinion, and if you disagree with my list, then let me know what your list looks like. I would really love to know. So, without further ado, let's begin with the cutscenes. The second cutscene in the mission Practice Swing for Tony. This is a weird entry, many people hate Rocco and don't wanna see him often. I actually like his character. Sure, he's a scumbag, a racist, a prick, a wannabe macho man, and also so many other things. People don't like him for good reason. Well, this cutscene includes many racial slurs.
There they are, the spick and the fag.
Luckily, Luis does not take kindly to that. Not only him, but the so-called union prick thinks the same.
You fucking missed me, you piece of shit. Fucking prick.
Jokes all around, and I had a good laugh. The reason why this cutscene is here though is because of nothing other than one of the best lines in the game.
Oh, ba-da-bum.
Rocco, I'll always remember you and your bada-booms. The opening cutscene of the mission Ladies' Night for Tony. Tony is a guy who likes to overreact a lot. Really, a lot. Anything can set him off. Even saying
she's my favorite Coco
would make him scream of anger. Well, this cutscene takes the cake. He not only walks around nervously, he points fingers, he even screams. But like I said, he goes above and beyond that by pulling out a gun and pointing it at himself.
Tony, what the fuck are you doing?
No, I'm holding you back. I see that now.
Crazy Tony is at it again. I honestly think that this was a bluff because the safety was on. Nobody who has used guns before would make that rookie mistake. The punch he received was justified.
What the fuck is wrong with you, you dumb prick?
I would punch him myself too to snap him out of it. Luckily that worked out great. These two argue like a married couple, now they can kiss and make up.
Let's go find Gracie, okay?
The cutscene in the building from the mission Chinese Takeout for Tony. I'm a big fan of the first DLC. I loved Johnny, Jim, Billy and everyone else from The Lost. Unfortunately, in that DLC one question was left unanswered. Did Billy really betray Johnny? And if he did, how did he do it? Well, here is your answer.
And I guess that a disloyal Jew bastard ain't worth shit to me. Brother or no brother.
It kinda sucks having to play this DLC in order to get the answer for a different DLC, but whatever, at least we got it. Billy, like Rocco, is a racist. Luis, help me out on this one.
Greaseball fuck.
Yep, exactly that. He hasn't changed a bit, and his voice actor is still in his prime. That's the main reason why I chose this cutscene. The other one was because of Luis's ninja skills.
Yeah, really.
I mean, just look at that punch. It came out of nowhere. Very well done. The very last cutscene in the game after completing the mission Departure Time for Tony. Just like the previous one I mentioned, we also got an answer to a very important question. What the hell happened to the diamonds in GTA IV and The Lost and Damned? They were the main thing everyone was going after in the base game. They exchanged hands so many times and it looked like they got lost. Well, no, look who found them. All the work we put into getting them was for nothing. Other than that, we finished it all and had time for a relaxy stay next to the fountain with our boss. Apart from that, we also got the appearance of... Nigga! No, not that dude, you are the one and only Yusuf the guy who wants to...
Whip out your dick and piss all over them.
He's on screen for 20 seconds and already he took the spotlight. I feel like this is a perfect ending to such a fun game.
Stay away from idiots like me.
The final cutscene in the mission number 3 for Morrie. During the whole game, Morrie is portrayed as the macho man, a guy who's not afraid of anything, a guy who gets all the girls, has the biggest muscles and everyone follows him as a leader. Well, in this cutscene it all changes. It starts off like usual, Morrie acting all tough, making jokes on the expense of Luis and Brucie. He calls these two dumb, fat, dirt, pathetic, and so on.
You're as dumb as you look.
Well, that would make anyone snap. Brucie did just that. All the years of abuse finally took a toll on him. Morrie ate a punch to the face.
Are you kidding?
And what do you know, as Louise said it, his
Tiny man bullshit.
will never be hurt again. He took it just the way everyone expected.
This is top work up here. You know that I got a weakened septum.
Okay.
On the outside he's all talk, but on the inside he's an insecure prick who had it coming.
You're gonna take me home.
The cutscene in the club from the mission party is over for Rocco. This is the most emotional cutscene in the game. Forget about the one where Tony tried to kill himself. Here the tables have turned. While in the other one Louise saved him by punching him, here he actually pointed a gun at Tony. Yeah, he pointed it at his lifetime friend and partner, his boss, the guy who he shared so much with. They went through a lot together and Tony got his butt saved several times by Louise. Tony even shared his scraps story once in another mission. Well, here his friendship was supposed to end, but no! Louise is a better man than that. He contemplated for a bit, but did the right thing. One of the pricks who organized all of this took a bullet to the face.
You fucking moron!
This shows what kind of a guy Louis is. He cares about the people around him and would risk his own life for the people he loves. The opening cutscene from the mission Sexy Time for Yusuf. Here is the official introduction to the best character in the game, Yusuf Amir. Sure, we saw him briefly in another cutscene early on, but here we saw him in his true glory. More on his glory later, but this
Nigga!
yeah, thanks dude, he has this
Nigga!
is absolutely bonkers. He talks about banging. He even invites Louise to join him. He talks like a gangster, and really, if you heard me talk to my friends when I was a teenager, I would sound the same. I was a combination of OG Locke from San Andreas and Yusuf Amir from this game. This saying here
Oh, wow, good for you, man. Good for you. Listen, so, what'd you want?
is one of the many funny moments that crack me up. He's trying to be polite and wants to get down to business as quick as possible. Louis is probably terrified of Yusuf because he looks unstable. I mean, wouldn't you be frightened by this look?
Shit!
I certainly would, especially if he was talking about sex early on. Oh, his cutscenes are hilarious and this one is no exception. Clocking off for Armando and Enrique. Rarely do we see family members in the GTA games. We see girlfriends, brothers, sisters, but almost never see mothers. We saw CJ's mother on a picture, we saw Vic's mother who is a dinosaur, we only heard but never saw Tony's mother in LCS. Well, here Luis's mom is a living and breathing person.
These are my boys, baby, just like you.
We not only hear her but see her in the flesh. I actually hate this woman, but like her cutscenes. She always judges her son, always complaining, telling him what to do even though he's a grown-ass man and made his choice. Sure, she just looks after him, but it would get tedious for anyone. While Louise had enough and told her off.
Then why are you always like this?
Hey, but you take the money, right? You take the fucking money every time.
She might not be impressed or happy about it, but I surely am. She deserved it and it made me happy. Other than that, I love the jokes in this one. These two knuckleheads got mocked so much that they had no idea how to respond.
You're always taking care of the down and outs.
Hey!
This cutscene is great. We saw friends talking trash to each other, a mother complaining to her son, and wonderful home cooking. It feels just like my home. Kibbutz number 1 for Morrie. This is the introduction to one of the most annoying characters in the game. Don't get me wrong, he is a great character, but as a person, I would have killed him in the first 15 seconds after meeting him. And boy oh boy, what an introduction it was. We heard about him in the previous cutscenes, we saw Tony talking to him on the phone, but here we saw what kind of a man he truly is. He is just an orange turd who acts all tough in front of his employees, friends, if he has any, to his family members like his brother and so on. He poses, he has imaginary sex with the couch, and even undresses to show off his tattoos. He really is an insecure prick, and this cutscene proves it. Two of the best moments in the game happen here. First we have this conversation.
You're perfect, yeah.
And then we have this saying which cracks me up every single time I hear it.
See ya, wouldn't wanna be ya, fag.
Just the way he says it is so perfect. I don't know how Brucie can handle this guy, especially since they're gonna be living together, but I really feel for him. Morrie is a bit too much to handle. Caught with your pants down for Yusuf. Oh man, guys, this may not only be the best cutscene in this DLC, but probably the best one in the whole franchise. It's so funny that it cracks me up all the time, even after watching it so much. What is there really to say about it? You all know Yusuf. You know what he does and how he lives. Almost naked, not a care in the world, all the money you can possibly have, hookers, guns, drugs, dancing, amazing music in the background. Yep, this truly is a Yusuf cutscene, no doubt. We not only saw Yusuf here though, I talked about this game having more family members than many of the previous GTAs. We saw Luis's mother, but we saw Yusuf's father too.
Yusuf!
What are you doing here?
While I despise Luis's mother, I actually love how sophisticated, well-educated and well-dressed Yusuf's father is. He is also disappointed with his son, but for good reason. I would be too if I gave him possibly billions of dollars and he spends them on hookers and blow. He truly sounds like a businessman and is the complete opposite of Yusuf. His embarrassment was justified. And he is very frightened. I mean, just listen to his mumbling here.
Right now, don't you dare come back without knocking. First, these people are a disgrace, Papa.
That's voice acting at a whole new level. All Yusuf cutscenes are amazing, but none of the other ones could even come close to the humor that this one has. And those were the 10 best cutscenes in GTA IV The Ballad of Gay Tony in my opinion. I would love to hear your opinion. Which ones do you like the most? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, and if you don't, then a dislike is fine too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next top 10 video.